Good afternoon, traders. Welcome back to NinjaTrader Live. I am Craig Shapiro, macro strategist, and this is your afternoon market update. The primary narrative dominating the tape today is a structural shift in the assessment of the U.S. labor market. For several months, the prevailing consensus has operated under the assumption of a low hire, low fire environment, a steady state equilibrium where decelerating hiring was offset by historically low layoffs. This balance served as the foundation for the soft landing thesis. However, data released this morning suggests that the low fire pillar of that thesis is fracturing, forcing an immediate revaluation of market complacency. We received a significant influx of labor data this morning with weakness evident across every metric. The Challenger Gray and Christmas job cuts report showed that announced layoffs in January surged to over 108,000, a 118% increase from a year ago, and the highest January total since the 2009 recession. This indicates that corporate defensive positioning is expanding beyond the technology sector into the broader economy. This trend was corroborated by initial jobless claims, which rose to 231,000, marking a new high for 2026. Furthermore, the JOLTS report revealed that job openings have declined to approximately 6.54 million, confirming that labor demand is evaporating at an accelerated pace. Further evidence of this contraction comes from Revelio Labs, which reports that in January, payrolls actually declined by 13,300. This measure of non-farm employment, which leverages individual-level data from online professional profiles, indicates that the U.S. economy lost jobs last month, predominantly driven by losses in public administration, leisure and hospitality, and retail trade. Compounding this number, the active job postings across the country ticked downward in January. Nearly all industries experienced a net decrease in openings, with the most severe percentage declines occurring in utilities, information, and mining. The steady year-long decline in job opening positions in the U.S. Positions us at the foreground of cooling labor demand globally. The market response has been characterized by a powerful flight to safety bid across the entire yield curve. We are witnessing significant buying pressure in fixed income, with 10-year yields falling to 4.2%, while 2-year yields have dropped to 3.48%. This movement creates a notable bull steepener as front-end yields decline more aggressively than long-term yields. This reflects the market's attempt to price rate cuts back into the strip, signaling a conviction that the Fed is going to be forced to pivot back to its employment mandate if employment begins to fall. Beyond the rates complex, we are seeing highly correlated weakness across the board as selling intensifies this afternoon. Equity indices have broken to new session lows, with the ES and NQ down around 1.2%, while the Russell is lagging down 1.5%. Crucially, we're seeing the VIX grinding higher, now trading above 2050. Crossing this 20 level is a significant psychological and technical shift, often signaling a move into negative gamma regime, where market makers are forced to sell into declines to hedge their books, further accelerating downward momentum. The liquidation is acutely visible within digital assets and commodities, where moves are becoming increasingly parabolic. Bitcoin is exhibiting extreme weakness, down over 9%, breaking below the 66,000 level. Within metals, price action remains severe as well. Silver is down 12%, gold has fallen 2%, and crude oil is catching downward momentum too, trading down 2.5% as growth and demand fears supersede supply concerns. Compounding this pressure is a resurging U.S. dollar, which is rallying against EMFX and commodity-linked currencies. These have been consensus long positions all year, and their sudden reversals suggest that the debasement trade is being dismantled in real time. This indicates that more volatility is coming as the unwind of these crowded positions continues. Looking ahead, volatility is likely to remain elevated as we navigate a heavily congested reporting schedule. Tonight after the close, Amazon reports earnings, which will provide a critical update on the health of the consumer and cloud spending. Tomorrow morning, we look for preliminary University of Michigan consumer confidence data to see if the labor market concerns are further impacting consumer sentiment. The heavy lifting continues next week with several high-impact releases that have been rescheduled due to recent government shutdown. On Tuesday, we get the retail sales report, followed by Wednesday's highly anticipated January non-farm payrolls report, and the week concludes on Friday with the CPI inflation print. Each of these prints will be instrumental in determining if current labor market weakness is structural and how much further the market must reprice its expectations for 2026. As we approach the conclusion of trading today, the transition from a labor-starved economy to one defined by rising redundancies appears to be a new operating regime. The velocity of this morning's data deterioration suggests that growth assumptions for 2026 may be overly optimistic. The focus for the remainder of the week will be to determine if this weakness is structural or more a seasonal outlier. That's it for me. I will pass it over to Jim for an edge report.
Thank you, Craig. Let's take a look at the 30-year Treasury bonds. Big candle today, benchmark candle maybe. We had that big bump on, for all the reasons that Craig just mentioned. This part of the curve is moving up. Yields are moving down. We're above this VWAP here, this flatlined VWAP. Shouldn't be a surprise. It's right in the middle of the hamburger bun. We're driving toward that upper part. Now, what would be ideal is a close and then a continuation buying to keep us moving up to the top of that rectangle. We'll see what happens. But right now, we're just back in the middle of the consolidation range. It's been a long time. This thing is going to settle in about an hour, and then my guess is there's nothing much left to do from a trading point of view for the rest of the day. Let's shoot over to gold, though. Gold's a little bit of a different story. This is a daily candle on gold. The piercing line is still important to me. 50.57. That's the midpoint of this red candle. We wicked through it yesterday, not today. We certainly didn't close above it today. So the recovery back toward the top is starting to slow down, and some might say even fail. Now it's 1, 2, 3. We're 4 days in, so we'll see what happens the rest of the week. But right now, we're just going to tap that annual VWAP, that January-February VWAP that I have anchored from the start of the year, and we're just pretty close to that 61.8% retracement also. So another close down below that 61.8%, and I'm going to start being more and more bearish. We have a ultimate target where we started the year at 43.19.70. Intraday was kind of an interesting day. We actually were trading below VWAP early morning, even during the U.S. initial balance. Rallied above it pretty nicely here. Confirmation candle. If you jumped on it, there was some meat on the bone all the way up to Jack's 3, and then sold off again. And now we're back down below that VWAP. So VWAP is very much resistant still going forward here. And you can see we've kind of bumped up against it, I don't know how many times. A lot. These are 10-minute candles instead of 30-minute, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times we pierced it and then got whacked. Sold us back down to the point of control. The point of control officially is at 48.77. Previous session's lows are also wicked through just now, but we're back into that range. So right now it's looking range bound between the point of control and VWAP going into the close, right at that 50% retracement level from the peak low, the initial balance. That's this 930 to 940 bar, all the way to that peak high. That's how I drew the fib today. Let's take a peek at the E-mini S&P. And again, we'll go to the daily. We already talked about this a couple hours ago, but let's just see what happened with that VWAP on the intraday. Before we get there, we're tapping on my trend line. We have a trend line that started back here on the 18th. Yeah, we wicked through it right now, and it looks like we might even close below it. I don't know. It's right by that 38.1% outside fib. So this is looking a little weak. We have that swing low still, 67.71.5. The first day, February 2nd, the low, 68.75, well below that level as well, which is an important level for Deli and myself and Pax. Intraday, that VWAP, the gift that keeps on giving. I mean, yeah, we had it. We closed above it, no confirmation candle, traded below it, closed above it, no continuation candle, broke back down below that VWAP right now. Pretty nice orderly sell-off, by the way. Almost got down to the bottom of the value area. Didn't quite do it. We're hovering around that MenthorQ one-day min, and that's approximately 68.38. So that's a pretty important level right now. We'll see if we can get above that and pop back up. I don't know. We've had these end-of-day rallies every day. I didn't think there would be an end-of-day rally, so you never know. But right now, it's looking pretty grim for the equities. It's a risk-off day so far, for sure. Let's check out the Bitcoin. Bitcoin you know, this is again a major slaughter going on in the Bitcoin right now. A lot of selling. There's probably a lot of squeezes going on also. We're below those April lows, and we have a target down here. We have an August 2024 swing low just south of 50,000. Very possible. I mean, we're not that far away from it. We're what, 16,000 away. We'll see, but that's definitely a possibility. RSI again is it's just almost off my chart onto my keyboard right now. Let's just take a peek at intraday to see what happened here. And again, VWAP is the story. I mean, it's that white line. It anchored from the Globex start. That's how, you know, you could anchor it from anywhere you want with the NinjaTrader software, but that's where I anchor it from. And then kind of, you know, cruise through the top of the London IB. We didn't make much traction above Jacks 2. That kind of held pretty tight, along with previous sessions highs at 71,100. And then we touched that at VWAP touch right there, top of the US IB. It failed, sold off. So this is the first candle. Here's your confirmation candle after that. And then right below that point of control, it wasn't the point of control then, but right below that point of control, that's when the selling really kicked in. So you had that confirmation candle after a failed VWAP cross. So sellers are in charge here of the micro Bitcoin. We'll see how long that lasts. I do not know, but that is this afternoon's Edge report. We are ready to trade the close. Coming back for more, Leo and Salma are back, and joining them, Christian trading boxes. Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody feeling?
Hi, Jim.
I'm
Hey,
ready.
guys.
I'm ready to trade this bad boy.
Let's do it.
Are you feeling like another end of day rally, Leo?
I mean, I think we're already starting to see it. I tried to get a short here right at the R mid. Kind of a B trade, but you know, we have a downtrend. It's the reason it's a B trade is because it's just like in the middle of the range. It's not really where I executed on from. But I was just thinking if we if this little micro trend was going to continue, you know, this would be a good spot to go for it. But no dice on that trade, so I'll be seeing what happens here going into the close.
Got it. Selma, how about you? You got something cooking?
No, same thing as Leo. I was trying to short on ES. We were at the 30-second OR low, which and it also coincides with the midpoint of the day from high to low. Didn't work out though. I got stopped out. So we'll see if anything else presents
All right.
itself.
Sounds good. And Christian, what are you thinking this afternoon?
Yeah, I'm already in a long. I bought this pullback to 650s because I was looking for a higher low against a low. We were also in that pullback. We were back testing this morning's breakout. So after that initial drop, we consolidated for like an hour and then we broke above 650s and rallied. This pullback was just simply a back test to that. So I got long on my 9MA reversal entry setup. I took partials at 1.2R and almost got tagged here for my next partials, which hopefully gets tagged here. And then, but yeah, that'll be it for this trade. It was a good bounce from that prior breakout area.
What's that partial at? I can't see the price.
Here at 800, let's say.
Got it.
There you go. It just got hit.
All right. Great
So
job.
Order filled.
trade's pretty much done.
Sweet. All right. Well, good work. Appreciate everybody being here with us this afternoon. I do want to remind everybody listening, thank you. You guys are an awesome community. NinjaTrader Live community is great. We appreciate the subscriptions. We appreciate the thumbs up. Subscriptions are important to me and to the team here. So thank you for doing that. If you have not already done it, it's free. Just click on that subscription button. That's all you need to do. Having said all that, you guys, I wish you the best of luck. I'm going to dip into the chat and good luck this afternoon.
Thanks, Jim.
Take care. Round two for you guys.
Yeah. Yep.
What's funny is that we talked about that back test, that distribution from this morning's low range, right? Which is here. I just wasn't there to take advantage of it.
Yeah, I bought that thing.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know.
I was,
Yeah, Chris,
to be
appreciate
fair,
it.
I'm pretty
Appreciate
sure you
it.
guys heard me enter as we were starting up the stream.
I didn't hear anything, Chris.
You
I didn't
me
hear it.
neither.
No,
Order
Didn't.
filled. No?
nope. Didn't hear that. I was given no warning. I was given no, hey, I'm getting long here. None of that. None of that
Just
happened.
gatekeeping trades out here.
Okay. I want to text next time you guys are going to place a trade, okay?
Deal.
This
You
is going
got
to
it.
become a signal service texting each other.
I don't understand. Where did we reverse from? Do you guys have a level here?
Yeah. Well, you don't trade NQ, huh?
No, even on NQ though, I was still expecting a little bit lower before seeing buyers step in. I even had like on ES, I had a limit order that I wanted to fill out for like 68.18 and it started to reverse at 68.20. Like it didn't even give me a chance.
So
I
to
don't know.
me, that 650, 660s, that was a micro bull bear zone from this morning. We around right at the open, we tagged it and then we flipped right back up all the way to 950s. And then we came down, we broke below that low and then consolidated for like an hour right under it. And then we reclaimed 650s that led to the rally back up to 860s. So to me, this pullback here was the back test of that breakout.
Yeah.
Mm,
And for ES, that's I have a 68.18, 68.20 was that back test.
yeah, I had 18. I guess maybe I was being a little bit too I mean, not intentionally. I wasn't even trying to be greedy. I just had a level there, so I set the limit there. Was expecting us to drop a little bit lower. Didn't give it to me. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I hate when that happens. What I've done myself over time is if we're close to that area that I'm looking at and my setup forms, I have to take it even if I'm, if I think we can see 10 points lower. Sometimes we won't get it. We might just create a higher low there, and I forced myself to take the setups before we get it, before we hit that area.
Yeah, but then the one time you do that, it like doesn't work out.
We make a new low.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
that
like
can
market
happen as
knows, I
well.
swear to God. I swear. Like, oh, you try to be disciplined, you're waiting for for your level to hit, doesn't give it to you. And then you degen the next play and then get cooked.
Yeah.
Never fails.
I mean, I'm looking for much higher. I think today's a daily low for a good size bounce.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, that would make sense.
I've been all over the place today.
That makes sense. Somebody in the chat should ask me why why do you have two Delta profiles? I'm waiting. I'm just waiting. Nobody wants to ask.
I think they would have to see your screen first.
Oh, because they don't have my screen. Now they do. Now they do.
Oh, look at that. You got
Oh, look at that. A question. Why do you have two Delta profiles? Because this one right here, the second one, is going to be 100% free. And I'm just working with the guy that's starting to make it. And I'm just running it here in the background for some testing. So hopefully new Dom free, new Delta profile, leg to leg free. And yeah, I'm just doing some QA stuff. There's a bit of an issue, so don't pay too much attention to it right now, but we'll get it all squared away. They look different. Yeah, because the calculations on this one aren't correct yet. Free on Ninja for everyone. Yeah.
You're so nice.
Yeah. We it's one of those things where it's incredibly useful. And I think, there's nothing proprietary here about drawing a profile from a leg. This is where the leg starts right here, this arrow. That's not like a signal or anything. This is just telling you like where the leg is drawing from. So it's anchored to this low right here. So we're watching Delta build as we push higher. So native OFL tools. No, these are not part of OFL. They'll just be free NinjaTrader community tools to use. I think I, you know, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it, but I'll just say it and get in trouble. We're gonna have some like micro sites for, me, Salma, Chris, etc., where we can talk about like our trading styles and share different things. And one of the DOM will be available on there, for sharing and documentation and videos and etc. on how to use it. So we'll use that for just to help get the word out. Spoiler alert.
He says, I'm not sure if I can say that, but I'm going to say it anyway.
I just
you
like to,
feel me?
everyone, it's coming, it's not a big secret that, there'll be some websites for, some of us to be able to share some things.
I'll share
Yeah.
a good taco recipe.
I made brisket recipe, yeah, you come from the place of tacos.
Yeah.
Don't expect me to drop any recipes. That's for sure.
You can't even
I
make your
am
own
from that
coffee.
place where they have tacos.
Just throw me under the bus.
I guess I'll just say it. Shab, give me insight into how you think.
He doesn't ask for permission, he'll ask for forgiveness.
Yeah, that's true. Who won the competition? I think we all know who won the
Dude, we
competition.
don't know. We
We
really don't
know.
know.
The competition winner is known. I can't tell
so
what is and what isn't a clip anymore.
I moved my stop to break even on this trade, and then I'm looking to see if we're able to push out to new highs.
I mean,
I
attempted
attempted a short
certainly,
here.
it certainly does have that vibe.
Yeah, we can stall here, but I still think we're seeing a daily low, and we can see a larger bounce, maybe like a 1-day bounce, 2-day bounce into some, that 25,100, 120 area. That was key. But 960s, I shorted 960s this morning. It was a beautiful drop. So I think if we hold this above this 808 area, we can get to 960s again.
Cats, she was indifferent. She was indifferent. She still thinks I have to take her with me. Not gonna happen.
A lot of selling into these 140s. Sorry, 118s. Damn, my eyeballs are not working. So this will be kind of an area I was looking for a long, like, continuation long, I'd want to see some of these negative deltas build up a little bit for a stab at it. Otherwise, some short might play out here for a little rotation lower.
Chris,
Yeah,
how do
I'm
I
gonna.
determine if the buyers are there to keep going? I'm very old school with price structure. Right now, we're in a 90-MA uptrend, and we haven't had a pullback to create a higher low. So if we can pull back to create a higher low, and if that
All right.
holds,
We're going to jump in for continuation longs
and we
here.
start holding, then we can see higher. If the higher low fails, then that's what will tell me that buyers are their attempt at higher prices will end, because this 2-minute 90-MA uptrend will end. Again, it's very, old school trend structure look. Nice. You got the same long, 696.
There we go.
Very nice.
Little pop. I'm going to be aggressive on TPs here because this is a really aggressive trade for me, and I didn't get a great entry. We saw those deltas in the 18s, and I didn't get filled till 25. So this momentum trade for me isn't part of my normal repertoire, but I'm just looking for this aggressive push to continue. So
Damn, you guys are both long. I'm in short. I'd like to see some kind of wick here and then a close below the 30-second OR high and come back down. I do
think we
have
can stall a
stops.
bit. I think you
I have
just need
stops
the
here at that
points.
last high. We'll see.
See what they do in these 18s again. We're stacking up the bid here a little bit. Nobody's really selling into it though. So
Do you trade off the 15-minute, or is that just the time frame you have on, Salma?
For me, Chris?
Yeah.
It depends. It depends. Like I like to look at the 15, 30, sometimes the 5. I flip through a bunch of them. But this trade is definitely off of like the 15. I want to see 15-minute candle close below the 30-second OR high. And then, I have stops at that
All right.
last previous
I
high,
got stopped on the
1245.
2. So I got one off, got stopped on the other 2. My stop was pretty tight. Some short's gonna play out nicely here.
Yeah.
Yeah, me, I just explained why I took the short.
So far, just a consolidation day. We're creating this overall structure is a wedge. Jesus.
Cool down Dave says, "Sup, ninjas, just stopping in to drop a like." That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah.
You're cool.
You're cool.
You're cool.
You're
Cool down,
down.
Dave. We need to get those likes up. Those are rookie numbers, guys. We need those likes at 200.
Surprise, Mission Control doesn't have that as a soundbite.
Oh, they do.
Those are rookie numbers. We need to pump those numbers up.
They're probably in a siesta right now in the afternoon.
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
Here we go. Dude, they're so quick with it.
That was a little delayed. I think
Yeah, that
they
was
are
a little
napping.
slow.
It
Yeah,
They are
is,
napping.
but
they're napping a little bit.
come on, give them some grace.
All right, I'm back in this long from yesterday's low.
The very, very cool thing about like you guys trading NQ, me trading ES is your trade can work out, and then so can my trade as well. You
Yeah.
guys NQ obviously moves a lot, and you guys are really good at scalping. Whereas I like to wait.
Oh, I don't like to scalp. I'm
I
not a
hate
scalper.
scalping. I know. Someone yesterday in the chat was like, Salma, you need to learn how to scalp during the competition. She's like, I don't know how to do that. I mean, sometimes I do.
really.
Sometimes I can flip flop quick and, take advantage. But other times I like to just get in and hold for, my target.
Yeah, I like to trade with the daily candle. If I can buy the low, sell the high. Like yesterday, I was short at the highest. I didn't exactly hold it all the way, but I'm looking to capture the daily candle expansion move.
Yeah,
All right.
I caught highs yesterday too. Go, Leo.
No dice for me on that one. I was just, there's kind of like 2 trades here. And it might just work out now, and I just got stopped out, and that is what it is. But it's like the aggressive continuation momentum trade that's hard trade to take. And then like this retest of yesterday's low. So there's kind of the 2 reasons for that long. I still like it. I just I'm gonna sit on my hands for a second.
Yeah, I just lowered my stops to the high of this current candle on the 15-minute. Obviously, if I'm in the short, I want to see this high be protected. I don't want to see us coming back up here. And if we do, then I'll take a 6-point loss on that. I do think though that if sellers do get aggressive, It will be an accelerated sell, just like before we had here at 12:45 up until, it was an hour of selling. So would like to see that happen again. Potentially take out these lows here at 145. Maybe go for previous month low or this 0.786 that I have. Be aggressive with my target a little bit.
There is. Oh no, you're still looking at today's action. There is a RTH gap.
On ES. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we did dip into it, but we didn't close it. So I'm wondering if we do make a new low, we close the gap at 67.95, and then maybe from there bounce. But I'm kind of hoping we take out December's low and then set up like a bigger bounce.
Yeah, Chris, I pointed out that gap on my Twitter this morning, and I even talked about it a little bit in the earlier stream. Someone was asking, like, oh, how did you get that gap?
There you go.
Guys, regular trading hours is what you want to be looking at. There we go. Let's go. Start selling. Please.
I moved my stop up a little bit, but I have one left out of six that'll get stopped out with profit. Here's the 5-minute QQQ. We're just in a wedge today. We're consolidating, going back and forth.
Do you watch Spine QQQ during the day
Oh
to
yeah.
like base your trades off of? Really?
I mean, I'm trading in QRES, but I do like looking at the RTH action.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have SPY and Qs up.
Interesting. Yeah, I haven't
right.
really looked at a Aspire QQQ chart in like months.
Just gonna fill that 35 here. Or mid, some absorption into these lows. It's probably been my last trade
Is short or long?
long. I mean, the selling's pretty aggressive. I'm just trying to pick a spot here for a continuation, but sellers be selling. Salma be making money.
Dude, I need this. Need to redeem myself for the earlier trades that I took on stream. Give me my target.
Yeah, sellers are
Yeah.
definitely in control.
Yeah,
Is a
dump
big
it.
daily downtrend.
Good job, sellers.
Sellers do be selling.
All right, I'm out of my last runner here above cost. Good trade, and we can form acceptance at the lows. I'm interested in a short.
Where at the lows?
650s.
Okay. So the previous, that
Yeah, because that's
145.
we back tested that earlier breakout. So now this initial reaction where I took the long was a perfect bounce from there. And if we start to form acceptance and fail to bounce again, then I think we'll just lose that level and then go make new lows.
Yeah. That's basically what I'm targeting for TP on ES. It's basically just a sweep of that low, that 145 candle. Crayon lines, I don't think this is news. I think this is just pure price action. If it was news, you'd be seeing it moving a little bit crazier.
Yeah, this is the sort
Actually,
of a
no,
big downtrend.
it was news. It was news.
What was it?
Wow. Iran news. I'll post it in the chat. Literally just came in on my screen. Why is it not letting me send? Oh, I'm 33 characters over. So you guys can just read the first couple words. That's not good. There you go. Thanks, Craig.
Guys, who's getting ready to buy this Bitcoin as we backtest this 65,000 area?
Do you guys have any Bitcoin?
I have 0.
Yeah, I only
Me
trade the
too.
ETF.
Dude, IBIT was moving very, very nicely last year. Prior to like December FOMC. I was trading it all the time. It was moving very nice.
We're backtesting that 2024 base. So I'm looking to buy this for a bounce soon.
I know nothing. Typically, news comes out at like key areas. Coincidentally, comes out.
Salma believes in the matrix theory.
You know what? I do. Nothing is coincidental anymore.
Oh, is
What
this
happened?
turning into that kind of stream?
They are in the room with us, Chris.
Chris, at least we have much better price action today than we did last week during
Oh
the session.
yeah. I mean, this high VIX is a great, many opportunities. I think today I traded the most in a while. I was short, then
Yeah.
long, then short, then this last long.
Don't do it to me.
Yeah, I think buyers are trying here. They're definitely coming for it.
That is correct, Kelson.
We just got to be patient with this.
Oh, we got those likes up. Thanks, guys.
What are we at now?
160. I think we were at 90. We can get that higher.
Guys, we almost have 700 people watching and only 160 likes. Come on, takes 2 seconds.
2
If
seconds,
that.
man. We just got a good long. Someone caught a good short.
Here, I'm gonna do it for my burner. All right, I just contributed 3 likes.
Damn, 3 burners, huh?
Well, like you know how like you
Wow.
have your Gmail accounts, they just automatically make YouTube accounts for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm gonna subscribe too.
Wow, I
Bang.
have like 5 then.
Yeah, come on, start liking.
Jump back in long here, right at overnight low.
Yeah, why you gotta do this to me? My friend actually just texted me and she said I gave you guys a like. I didn't even know she was
Oh, really?
tuned in. Yeah. Real friends, how many of us?
And they just call you Jersey now, huh?
Apparently.
It's not a bad area. My girlfriend used to live there. Right at Jersey City.
Oh yeah, that's like 30 minutes or so away from me.
Took 3 off there on that push to lower mid.
Food's really good
Nice,
out
good
there.
long. Yeah, they have a nice view of the city in Jersey City.
Yeah, we ate at this Cuban spot right by the water. I can't remember what it's called.
San Cubano.
Oh, yes, it did start with sun. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. That's a nice place.
It was good.
It's by the Starbucks, Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah, it's like a little, I don't
Yeah, like a little strip. Yeah.
plaza. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. San Cubano. Bougie. Reimer, you're living in Edgewater, Hoboken area? Someone said the air is polluted. I guess that's wherever you go.
Yeah, Edgewater.
Leo, you still long?
Yeah, it took half off. I'm just watching these 14s here trade and just trying to see if I should hold this position or
Watching your sports team?
scratch out. Yes, I'm watching my sports team.
What team is that?
I said the 14s.
Oh, the
14s.
14s.
Jeez.
Sorry, it's my ESL. Selective hearing
Chris.
compared with ESL, not good a combination.
I think I'm gonna stay in here and not let these kids battle it out. I don't know. It's kind of just take my stop, I guess.
15-minute looks so clean. This is textbook, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a multi-hour consolidation, 5-minute wedge structure.
Somebody just took 183 on the offer right there at 92.
Let me see. Let me look at the DOM. I'm a DOM expert now. Let me see here. I see some
Are you?
blue color, some red. I do
Yeah,
see
you do.
189 here.
Yep.
Big fight there. Oh, that's my open order. I gotta close that.
Chris, the funny thing is, whenever I do look at Leo's screen, I have no idea what I'm staring at.
Oh,
I'm impressed.
Took my stop
Like,
just
these
to
numbers
run
are
it.
playing tag. They're just 1 2 1 2 1 2 2 3 2 3.
Oh
Doesn't it?
God.
It's like they're trying to play tag. They're chasing each other.
They're chasing each other.
It's hilarious.
Show me the
would be so
buyers. Where
tempted.
are they on here, Leo?
Just hang on a minute,
B.
Chris.
No buying.
No buying yet. Salma said no
Tampa's.
buying yet.
Like this 180. Does that mean there's somebody sitting there with 180 contracts?
Yeah.
Or they got filled and that's the volume?
Where? I don't know what 180 you're looking at.
189 at 692.
Yeah, somebody lifted. That was transacted. So somebody bought 189 contracts.
Oh, that's a big boy.
See this offer here? Somebody just lifted another 100.
Oh, 100.
So somebody's passively, putting offers, and there's somebody willing to lift them.
That's it. Listen, I don't know much about this, but there's no way that's an iceberg order. 189 contracts.
No. An iceberg order would be a 2-lot, and then they would reload it. So you'd see like 2, 3, like they're just just all these orders would get instantly filled. They wouldn't show the size like the 100-lot you just saw. All this buying.
I see the matrix. I am one with the market like you guys.
Be like water.
Whoa, that was a
All
big
right, we're gonna
jump
jump in here.
This is where we bounced off of last time on NQ, 30-second OR low.
Yeah, this is a good spot. Buyers are lifting a bunch of big offers, so I'm gonna go in with them.
That's right, Crayon. Any brief explanation on VIX and the correlation with futures? Maybe Leo can talk more about this, but to me, a high VIX just means more intraday action. That's simple to me.
Yeah, I mean,
More opportunities.
it's a measure of volatility, right?
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean it's a measure of fear or anything like that. It's just a measure of volatility. So the VIX changes based on the pricing in the 30-day at the money calls and puts. It's a simple calculation, but what it represents is that there's going to be higher volatility during periods where VIX is rising and lower volatility when VIX is going down. Yeah.
Just a game of patience here, in my opinion.
Yeah, volume died down. Yeah, I think you do learn the VIX as the fear index when you're starting out. You don't really know much. And then VIX gets high and you're like, oh, there's fear in the markets. Not doing much anymore. So this is where we can see a bounce, because if you guys look at the 5-minute here on the Qs, we're just wedging up here. So the earlier long that I was in was the higher low. The
Whoa.
short that Salma took was the lower high. And now we're at another higher low area. It's just a ping pong action here today since that morning drop. A gap down tomorrow and then reclaim of prior day low. That would be a good long.
Taking myself out. I'm not gonna. They can do whatever they want. This is too choppy in the middle of the range for me to try to, fight this out for some P&L.
Yeah, I tried doing that earlier. I was short from like that what candle was it? The 12:30 candle, and then I ended up covering my shorts early, flipped long, and then I immediately regretted it. So I'm not doing that again. Yeah, I sent a message in the chat. I'm doing it again. Sorry.
We have 1,000 contracts loading up. Where is that? I don't see 1,000 on here, guys. What's going on? Oh, 10,000 contract. What? Where is?
What are we talking about?
I don't know. They're saying 10,000 contracts are loading up. That sounds like an iceberg order. I don't even know what it is, but isn't that like a wall or support in the market that you guys look at? Or we trade into? Oh, I need level 10 data for that.
Level 14.
Level 14. Iceberg is an actual ice mountain. Makes sense. Yeah, where'd you see 10,000 from, Lucas?
Spreading rumors.
I think if it was 10,000, we'd leave this little micro range we're in. Leo, have you ever seen a 10,000 lot order come in?
On NQ?
Yeah.
No.
I feel like that's something you see like on an April low kind of setup, no?
No, I mean, you see them in ES. That's like, you won't see, they won't put 10,000 on. They'll just that would be an iceberg. So they just, they show 500 and then they would fill, and they would put another 500 in, that would fill, and it would be 10,000 lots that would get filled like basically instantly. But they would never show that size.
Oh, so that's level 14. You can't see it.
Where do you don't get level 14? That's a joke.
I just bought that. Who did I just get robbed?
Yeah.
She got scammed.
I just got scammed.
Chris got scammed live.
Wow.
That's what you see. Iceberg, right ahead! Thank
Yeah, these afternoon sessions are so much funnier than the morning sessions.
They're a bit more relaxed. They're chill. How many morning sessions do you do a week?
2.
2. I get laughed at for waking up super early on my trade the open session days.
You get laughed at by who?
Tanya thinks it's unnecessary. What time do you wake up? How
I wake up
many
at 5 every
minutes?
day.
Oh, okay. You do the same schedule every day.
Yeah.
What time do you wake up, Salma?
Wait, but the market for you opens up 6:30. So you wake up
Yeah.
an hour and a half before. Okay. Yeah, I wake up, it depends. Sometimes I do 7, sometimes 7:30. And they think that that's so early. I need time to get ready.
Yeah, I mean, you guys get to have a morning routine, which is awesome. I wake up and I'm literally at the computer.
Well, me too. But that's why I make sure to get up a little bit early so I can just get ready for my day, and then I'm set.
Oh, Bitcoin's getting juicy.
Where is it?
65K.
Let's pull up a Bitcoin. Can we pull up Bitcoin on
Yeah, it's a futures contract.
BTC? But Ninja has like BTC USD,
Oh,
right?
I mean, the 63,000 and 65 is really strong.
It's gold down.
Yeah, I think undercut of that 2024 consolidation, like 50, 52 grand, that would be a good buy opportunity. 50% haircut. Oh no, it's already at a 50% drop.
Oh, damn. It is BTC is not happy.
Bitcoin.
Come on, dump it.
Sell it, sell it. See if there's
I'm gonna
enough
move
setup here.
my stops and profit. Yeah, Shap Cap, give Salma her money. Let's go. Pay
Yeah.
me. I wish every trade could be like this.
Yeah, we all would.
I wish it could always be this easy.
Yes, yo mama. I got a lot of pieces today. I was short this bounce into 960s. I shorted this 9MA reversal lower. I got long here on this reversal long. I took partials at 2R, and then I got stopped out on the rest. And then I thought we were going to see like a multi-day low, which I still kind of think. So instead of getting long NQ, I took long a TQQQ on the larger account. But then eventually when it came back down here, I got stopped out at break even. And then when I got on the stream, I got long this.
Hold on.
And that's it for me so far. I've been all over the place. I was looking for for January lows in ES, and we tagged that and we bounced. That was the key spot. Was it January lows? Yeah, right. 68.14. Yeah, January 20th or so.
Really holding on here.
Yeah, I'm jumping in these 90s. Taking a
Thank
long
you, Joe
here,
Crypto.
90. So a flurry of activity, and then the buying really picked up. There's good size being put on the bid right after it took a fill. So somebody got filled at 193 on the bid. They reloaded. They add 40 more. So you want to see that. It's kind of, you never know intent, right? But it took that. So let's see what they do with these 94s.
I'm trying to hold here, huh? You got
Yeah.
this. You got this, Leo. It's a battle.
Friendly fire.
Do you take any partials, Salma, or you just hold it until your TP?
Never. No, I'm joking. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but this is just, 5 micros.
Oh, important question. Chris, what is the Dom saying about getting here? Let me show my expertise here. Okay, I see 224 red, 208 blue. But we're the 1 2 1 2 1 2 is going up higher, so I think I see what Leo's talking about.
He's beginning to believe.
Is that from the Matrix?
Yeah, I think it was
Sellers just
Morpheus.
right on it.
I don't know. If we stay under this 208 contract, I think we go lower, guys. Is that a good read?
Leo, what have you done to Chris?
Hey, he was wanting to learn about the Dom. So the best thing, I've said this forever, the best way to start using a Dom is just to watch and observe it, regardless of what you know, and let your understanding come through time and experience, and then after a period of time start watching some tutorials or talk to some people that use the Dom. Yeah. Because it's like information overload at first, right? You have a Dom, there's all these things going on, you have no idea what's going on. But in your free time, if you just watch and observe it, you're gonna kind of notice certain patterns, certain activity, and start to get a feel for what's going on. And then when you talk to somebody who knows what they're doing more or less, or has experience, then when they explain things to you, it'll become that much more clear.
He's beginning to believe.
No, I don't have a link for this. The Dom is going to be available soon. It's not out. This is still in beta, and they are really trying to lift this market. But Selma's sellers are.
Yeah, I mean, we're fighting
on this
992, 994 area, huh? We keep building volume here at this 694. Is this what you guys call the VPOC?
The VPOC is at 800 right now. But we are building a volume distribution, like a volume node right here at 94.
See, guys, I'm close. I got
You're
the
learning,
word
you're
volume.
learning.
I got the word volume right.
You got the word volume right.
Volume node,
Quick.
but not volume.
Quick.
default.
What does POC mean?
Person
Point of
color.
control.
Oh.
Wait,
Point of
no.
control.
What you just say?
Did he say person of color?
something. Oh, person of color. Oh my God. Hilarious.
The point of control is where all the majority of the volume has been conducted for the day. So typically you're going to see that be kind of like a magnet where, kind of this is where everybody's agreed to trade, like buy and sell. So sometimes we'll get kind of hung up on the point of control.
Okay.
They
I
clip
don't
that.
like this 15-minute candle close.
Come on. Come on, buyers.
I don't necessarily love this.
They're going to clip that.
It's just chop. Like, can you see chop on the DOM?
Yeah, it's just literally just going up and down, up and down,
It's
up
just
and
the
down.
ping pong action here that we see.
Yeah,
The 1 2
yeah.
1 2 1 2.
Well, that's just you're getting like too into the weeds.
Let me
Like,
take off my glasses. Okay.
oh my gosh.
Guys, don't forget to like up the stream, please. You won't get this kind of entertainment anywhere else.
Yeah, I have to be serious in the mornings. Especially with Merritt. His mustache scares me, so I can't joke around.
Bro, I'm dead. He said
What
his
did you say
mustache
last
is
time?
scary.
You can never never
Can't
turn your
close my
back on
eyes on him.
merit.
They were
Can't
asking
close your eyes.
if I would stream in a room with him. I would hope I'm streaming so I can have an audience.
Some witnesses.
I bet you could come up with a good nickname for him.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're away. We're out of here. Look at that DOM. I didn't even see that
Let's
action on the
go.
DOM.
Oh, yep. I'm out.
If I show this 5-minute action here in Qs, guys, look at that. This wedge just keeps building, right? So you're just ping-ponging back and forth. Now, I know price structure, but I'm learning the DOM.
Okay, I'm gonna try small long with stops at that low, that 15-minute candle. See if we can get back up here to around 50 on ES. Just been doing putting in lower highs. See if we do that there, and then see if there's a entry for shorts again.
Yeah, this is we're just consolidating. At this point, I think we're consolidating for Amazon earnings.
Are they today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure to know that.
Are you new here?
That's why we're getting a lot of this back and forth action.
Yeah, that makes sense. Am I new here? Who are you?
Yeah,
I'm an
who am
OG.
I?
Damn, it
Am
feels
I?
good to be a gangster.
Where were you in March of 2025?
I don't know, but I wish Deli would have found me earlier. I was lost.
How did you feel trading that first day, Leo, on stream?
Honestly, man, I don't even know. I'm a super introverted, so me get streaming to thousands of people, not my jam. But I've come to enjoy it.
I remember being
Compress
nervous as
the
hell.
DOM to 2 ticks. It helps it not be so jumpy. What compression level do you have it at, Leo?
I don't do any
You
compression,
don't
but you can.
compress?
Yeah, if you click the gear wheel and
Yeah.
then click on depth. I'm lying to you. Click on price column.
Okay.
And then do you see ticks per row at the bottom?
Oh,
There's a
yeah.
slider.
Yeah.
Change that to 2. And then hit save.
Okay. But you don't have that, huh?
I don't, but XYZ does. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad.
Mr. Monopoly, that's not my forte. It's Leo's.
The dom and the tape are kind of one and the same. I mean, the tape is right here, so we're watching. Dom is limit orders that are advertising, more or less. The tape is showing you what's transacted and how it was done, right? So these highlights are sweeps, so they're orders above. Like that was a big sweep of 75s. So at the time when that order was executed, the best bid was like 74 3/4. So they took that level out plus all the orders at 75 that were available. That's why you see those highlighted rows. So it helps you to get a feel for the aggressiveness of buyers and sellers. All right, I'm gonna take a half off, or yeah, I'm just taking one off the OR mid. It's being a little annoying.
Wait, when did you long?
Yeah, you didn't tell us. Where's the text?
I told you guys. I mean, it was on stream. I said 690s.
Chad, did he say it? Because I don't
I
remember.
did like several times.
I'm not even trying to bust your chops. I'm being serious. Okay, he said it. All right. Cool. All right, you got a pass today, Leo.
Paying these people to say that you said it?
He's got the chat rigged.
Rig chat.
All right, if he said it, I'll leave him be. Minnie, on our end, it's a little bit hard to see each other's screens, so
We bounce here. NQ looks a little bit more choppier than ES looks choppier than NQ.
yeah, NQ bounced nicely off that 30-second OR low. Just been holding.
Yeah, we're
Let's
moving
go.
back up. Well,
Nice quick scalp here. Even if I invert my chart to get like a cleaner look. Ooh, what did I just do? If you invert it, this is always what I'm talking about, the long wick at the top. I'll move my cursor so you guys can see, but long wick at the top and then come back in. This is literally the same exact candle that I played up here. I love days like today when I can long, short, flip, do all that.
that was a good push. There was also a big delta flip on that reversal.
See if we take out those highs at 115. If we take out those highs, I wouldn't look to short again. It was a nice pop.
Yeah, very good.
Beautiful.
We're coming back to the top of the wedge now.
Could run, into the end of day. I'm not saying it will, but
So you're saying there's a chance?
it's got that vibe.
Here's the SPY wedge on the 5-minute or the RTH action. Solid range here from one side to another. I mean, we have an hour left, so there is a possibility that we can rally.
Jenna, some people might disagree with me, but I don't think that's really the biggest problem to have in trading.
What?
If you're just she says, guys, I have a hard time holding winners. Any suggestions? By the way, my TP just hit on those longs. That was awesome. But she's asking for suggestions on being able to hold winners longer. In my opinion, that is not the worst problem to have. You know, the old saying of no one went broke taking profit. It's true. You just, as long as you're playing the chart, then the gains will always come, you know. If you're just exiting out of fear, then yeah, that's a different problem. It's a different situation.
You know, into those lows, we also had some divergences with Delta at that 2 o'clock low, Delta divergence, and then this recent low, there was a Delta divergence too. So that was a good indication of a reversal. I missed another long there. Let's see how a pullback looks. And you guys are both long now, huh?
Well, I got out. My TP hit 850. I caught like, I don't know, 20 points or something, or like 15 points. I'll take it. Now I'll just wait to see if we do take out that high at 68.60. No more shorts for me. But if we come up to this 30-second OR high, which we are, and then start to struggle, I'll look to re-enter. Element evolutions, please don't do that. I do lose. Do not do that. Flows really hates that saying. I mean, it's true though. Base hits do add up. Compounding your gains does add up. There's nothing wrong with taking profit early. It's the whole overstaying your welcome thing that really screws people up. And sometimes I struggle with that too because, you know, as you guys know, I do love to hold till my targets hit. And sometimes the market just will reverse before my target does hit. And I kind of get, you know, screwed on that. So I wish I was a little bit more quicker to take my profit. That's why I say, Jenna, it's really not the biggest deal. It's not the biggest problem.
All right, rejecting right from that 800 area again. At this point, I'm going to look to join you guys or join Leo if we can put in a higher low here.
Put in
Join
the
us
higher
doing
low,
what?
Chris. Be the higher low.
Let me look at the DOM here to know where it'll be.
Dude, what a nice rejection on ES. Holy moly.
Yes,
Oh,
I
that
can
would have
see
been a
it
good
now.
short. Damn it. That would have been a really good short.
We're just gonna keep it in this range. Yeah.
Yeah. Robert, I was referring to the 30-second OR opening range, the 30-second. Wow. Damn.
Yeah, all we're doing is consolidating, Cooper. It's just a wide consolidation happening. Okay, Mellis? Good girl. Yes.
That's a shame. That would have been a beautiful short. I just wanted to wait for that confirmation. Joe Crypto, I do try to move my stop sometimes. So like the trade that I took before when I was short, I had it originally. Let me go on the 15-minute. I had my stops at the highs at 68.59, but then once we started to push and I was in profit, I moved it down to 68.46, and then eventually TP hit. But yeah, I did move my stops. On the longs though, I didn't move just because, I had just entered and I thought it would take a little bit longer for the long to pan out, but it was quick, so didn't really need to move my stops.
All right, let's see if we can put in
Um,
higher low here.
Honestly, this OR mid's been kind of in an important area all day. If you look at some of these, bounces off of it, it was disrespected here, but then we sold off of it. So I'm gonna use this for an ad. I already added once.
yeah, we made a lower high, Chris.
Where? Today, right now?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you're looking at my chart.
Or you're saying just this last recent high?
This last one, the one at 115, the one at 12.45, we've just been lower, lower, lower.
Yeah, we're just wedging up. Like if you look at the RTH session, we're just in a
Mhm.
giant wedge today
Let me see.
from one
All
side to
right,
the other.
that's just rude.
Oh, I see what you're seeing.
Went
Yeah.
for the ads. That's the
Oh,
tricky part
wow.
about adding to your position is you got to deal with the fact that your average price is going to go up. So I'll just find out.
Wait, Chris, how often are you looking at RTH, or are you always looking at RTH?
I'm always looking at it.
Okay, do you have two separate screens up? Well, like one for extended and one for
BTC.
RTH, or or is it
No,
just fully
I
RTH?
have 3 ultra wide monitors, and
Yeah.
in one monitor I have different multiple time frames of ES and NQ, and then SPY and Qs.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, because now that you said RTH, the wedge, I see it's getting really, really tight, obviously, as we're getting
Yeah.
into end of the day here.
I mean, it
Good
really,
eye.
so I know you're more of a price action trader like me versus like order
Yeah.
flow like Leo. The RTH session, looking at it really helps. It paints a little bit of a different picture than just looking at the overnight action.
Yeah, I've never really looked at it intraday. Like I will look at it for, gap ups, gap downs and stuff like that, but not really like use it to like take my trades. Someone in the chat said, Salma, do you prefer to trade through TradingView? I don't really have a choice. I'm on MacBook. Everything I use is Apple, so Ninja isn't compatible with Apple products, and running parallels, according to you guys, is just makes things laggy and slow. So yeah, TradingView is what I use, and I'm very accustomed to it, so it doesn't really make a difference for me.
Mike, what's the inverse Bitcoin ETF that you're looking at? I forget what it is. BITI? Oh yeah. Oh wow, look at that. I should be long BD or SBIT. Oh my goodness, look at that thing. It's a bull market in that name. I need to be long that. I'm gonna add it. I don't know why I never added it.
Long
What are you
here at
adding?
15.
The inverse IBIT ETF.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Leo, it can work. I think I'm done for the day. It's tricky here. We're just hovering around that midpoint, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I trade a lot. I have 5 trades today. Leo's like, I did that in the last 30 minutes. Mm.
Do you limit yourself as far as how many trades you can take, or it's just like if you see something, you'll take it?
I'm trying to focus more on location dependent trades. So if we're not really at a location that I want, then really I'm not framing an idea to trade. So it's location dependent. Today was just a really, this high VIX world creates better intraday action. So I was very active today.
Yeah, today was fun. I really do like days like today where you get so many opportunities for both to be a bull and a bear.
Is S bit 2 times inverse or 1 time? Mike? I think it's 2 times. So I just compared it with the ITI. Yeah. Look, that was a beautiful breakout on January 29th, just a week ago. 73%. Wow. 73%. That is huge. I should be trading that.
I was muted. That's great. I was saying that would have been a really good short if I flipped short after exiting longs. Would have been nice.
Amazon earnings. Is that the last of the big dogs?
Play right now.
SBIT, Jeff.
You said yeah,
Actually,
Salma?
let me just double check. I don't want to tell you yeah and be wrong. I typically pay no mind to what names are reporting. Let me see the calendar for next week. Damn, it hasn't even been posted? What now?
I mean, there's still more earnings next week, but this week was one of the biggest. Yeah, we still have
Stand by, please.
semiconductors.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing next week's.
So what we keep seeing here since we got on is this ping pong back and forth action. You'll know when there's a change of character. We start holding at the lows, we form some acceptance that can tell you that, hey, it's ready to break lower and have a sustainable move lower. If we do that at the highs, which we haven't, then that's telling you something, right? So we're just going back and forth until we get acceptance either at the lows or at the highs. That's how you know we're going to be looking to break this giant wedge that we're in, that we've just been consolidating in all day. But NQ might be breaking it here.
Wow. You know what? I mean, so we saw this, I think, last week when I was holding shorts into end of the day, and then I covered them at like 359, and I forget what company reported. And as soon as they reported, we gapped down really, really quick, and then it went back up. But basically, we had the same exact setup like this, where we had a gap on ES going into the earnings, and then we saw a big candle come down, fill the gap, and then go back up. So they could fill this gap.
Apple's tonight as well? No,
No,
Apple
that
already had
was-
earnings.
No,
that
they
happened
already
already.
reported.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might have been
No, it's
Apple
Amazon
that was
today.
reporting.
Today's Amazon.
Yeah. It might have been Apple, the one that like I was short into and then covered, and this happened.
Yeah, Apple reported already.
Yeah, they did.
Getting a bit of a flip here from buyers. Buy side here. I'm going to give it a shot right at the bottom of the range. I think it's worth it.
Seeing they're building at 1920, 68, 19, 68, 20.
Pretty wide range day. So I think this is worth the price of admission, which might be sooner than later. The problem is I
What'd
haven't
you
really
say?
adjusted my stop size for the volatility of the market. So there's a couple of trades where I've gotten stopped on that if I just, had an extra 5 points of buffer, like right there. I haven't adjusted my stop size to be accommodate for some of these wider moves because the volatility itself is just randomly going to take out a stop that's 15 points wide. But if we lose this area right here, I wouldn't be surprised for new lows to come in on the day.
Hope so. Gotta make
You
the
hope
bounce
so?
juicier. Yeah.
The bounce is juicier.
Yeah.
Yeah. RTY making new lows.
Yep, there you go. Give me a re-entry.
You trade RTY, Selma?
No, hell no. The
Oh.
last time I traded it, it cooked me. Never again. Gonna stay loyal to ES.
Yeah, let's get a bounce to short. That'd be another good short next week.
NQ looking weak here. We might finally get let me see. Might finally get a 15-minute candle close below the 30-second OR. This is where we kept holding on NQ.
It's trying. I think RTY is too weak, bringing ES down a bit.
It just makes sense to fill this gap and be done with it, Still got 6 points left on it to be fully filled. Almost like the sellers are exhausted. Nah. I think they just want to wait. So Chris, why didn't you trade in the competition yesterday?
I did. I was fourth place. You remember?
Were you really?
In the last 5 minutes, I said, if I join and if I just enter a quick trade, I can probably be
Yo,
like
that's
third
so
place.
fake. That is so fake.
So I did. I joined and I was up $40 and I closed it.
Freaking hilarious. That's a good tactic though.
But it wasn't. It was just the order flow guys who got invited.
No, but like all of us could have participated in it.
Yeah, it was just too
It was
big of a
fun.
day to not focus on real money for me.
Yeah. Mercy, yeah, I did. I moved my desk around in my office. And I put up some sound panels behind me.
Yeah, weak action.
It's just slow.
Do we think we go to November lows? What do we
November
think
lows.
here?
I don't even have those marked.
Oh, they're coming.
Leo
At
is laser focused.
24K level.
I mean, somebody
I have a
just lifted, there's about 500 odds here and they just kind of brushed below it. This looks like it's going to be a nice bounce here.
Yeah, I have a level here. I was just gonna say that on NQ 630.
Just there's super critical area, for today. This distribution from this morning. They kind of poked below it, found somebody to lift a gazillion lots here.
It's another delta flip. Delta's going higher.
Mm-hmm. I mean, some of that is a function of just a single order at 40 that was lifted. Not single order, but it's tight range. This is a 14 tick profile, so this would have been an iceberg if we had seen it live, but I wasn't really paying attention.
Oh, they really want lower.
Indeed.
This is my last area that I have for NQ to bounce intraday.
Yeah, well, I mean, the last 2 days we were also trading near the lows at the end of the day, before power hour, quote unquote, power hour started. So those
Right.
moves were more about rotations back into the range. Whereas we opened today, somewhere around here. I don't remember when we came on, like right around here. So we were already in the middle of the range when the power hour or the last 2 hours of the market versus being near lows. So I wouldn't really weigh in too much to, oh, well, the last 2 days we rallied into the close and now today we're selling into the close. It's kind of like, well, the context is totally different.
Yes, it's still at a good spot here at 68.18 area.
Yeah,
Including
anything below 68.18, I think it's GG's. It'll be new lows. $68.18 on ES and then 627, 630 on NQ. Might not be a bad place to try long though. Just don't know if I want to step in front of this selling pressure.
Yeah, it's getting too late in the day for me. And with earnings coming up, I don't know if it'll be choppy or not.
Right.
Okay.
Deli. She gets so much slack for her.
Why is,
I'm sure
is
she's
she
a
that
good
bad?
lady.
Huh?
I said, is she that bad, Crudele? Crudele, you haven't really spoken
Pax
on
says
the
it too,
issue.
though.
You haven't really spoken on the issue of who won yesterday. The new Dom will be out in 20 to 30 days.
Shapcap, we did all agree that at 4 p.m. Eastern time, all of us featured traders would stop trading, even though the competition did go on for another hour. So he does kind of have a point.
Wow. Let's give it to Nick.
Wow. Leo's fuming.
Leo's gonna text Anthony, hey, you have a minute?
First class Nick. Wow.
Oof, that's tough.
That's brutal. I may or may not come back next week, Crudele. You know, I may or may not come back. You'll know whenever I'm supposed to be back if I show up.
I'm available to pick up extra streams. Just letting you guys know, putting that out there.
I replaced real fast, Leo, by your colleague.
Just saying.
Salma said, I'm sorry for your downfall, but it's my turn.
Gotta do what I gotta do. I have bills to pay.
She got a $50,000 a month mortgage to pay.
Dude, no, that's XY. That's not me.
No, that's what you were saying yesterday. Someone got to buy more monitors. Got to buy the good monitors.
Timu monitors. Yo, Chris, I gotta tell you, the monitors I bought, I'm using them right now. They're doing great. They were good. Deli is savage.
Deli, there will just listen. This may be my last stream here. You know, that's it. There will be no Miami event. Not for Leo. Economy Plus, you can take Economy Plus and fill it with someone else.
Give Leo the window seat, the aisle seat.
That's funny.
You're tall, no? You're 6 something? Leo?
He needs leg room.
Yeah, I'm 6'2".
Yeah, give you the window seat. What do you mean? We all made money, Reloaded. What more do you need? Salma made her points. I made my points. Leo made his points.
Must have missed the amazing long and short we took.
No more trading for me. This can get funky into earnings.
Yeah.
But we do have reversal setup sort of forming here.
Telling you, it wouldn't have been a bad idea to try small long.
We have double inside candle in ES and NQ on the 2-minute. Wait, if the Miami thing is in April and it's only February 5th, does that mean there can be more competitions for us to compete for first flight tickets?
Listen, if I'm cheated by my own friends for winning, there's no more competitions for me. I'm out. If Nick is going to cheat me out of the winning and that's going to be honored by NinjaTrader, I'm not competing again.
Next competition, micros only. I can get behind that.
No, I want to compete in the big ones. That look like fun.
No, it's just so easy to get caught up in like YOLOing the account.
Yeah, I guess emotions come up higher. Look, Deli said yes. So look, we still have maybe another or maybe 2 competitions that we can compete in to see if we can get tickets better than economy.
Everybody in the chat is talking about Leo's hurt. You guys would be hurt too if you got cheated.
I'm not.
You would be.
I'm not
He's
hurt
not
at
even
all.
mad.
It's
Like
it's just having fun with it.
Leo blocked Nick
I
on
mean,
MySpace.
Jim did point out. Jim did point out to me before we got on stream that Nick clearly betrayed me in the fact that telling me he was done, saying I'm cooked, like tweeting that he was, lost out, and then left positions on conveniently into the close for only one reason, to increase, his P&L. Oh man, there's a whole conversation going on here in Zoom.
oh yeah,
Really?
top secret stuff.
Oh dang, what's going on here?
Chris, you're gonna be lost.
I stopped trading because Nick said he was done. He was cooked, and we had a gentleman's agreement, no trading after the close. They're all gonna say back of the plane. They're all gonna say back of the plane.
Should Leo fly first class?
Anyone saying back of the plane is fake.
Wait, who is that in the Zoom chat?
It's fun. Don't worry.
Big Slick Nick. I like that nickname.
It's just choppy here now. Good luck all trading this into the close.
Leo, you know what they say: if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So at least
What?
Nick tried. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
What? Who said that?
Nick for a trick.
Nick
For a
trick. That's great.
Oh, that's good.
Dude, that's
great. So good.
That should be his name the next time he comes on stream.
Yeah, it should be. Honestly, it should be Nick for a trick.
Yeah, trade to the death. Just you two.
All right, here we go. We're back in the gap.
We close it. The gap low is at 67.95.
Yeah, it wouldn't be again, it wouldn't surprise me if we get that, 4 p.m. candle, crazy wick to the downside, fill the gap, come back up, or continue dumping, whatever.
Yeah, if we gap down tomorrow, oh man, I will buy those lows for sure. We're already super extended to the downside. We sell off more on Amazon earnings. We can get a big red to green day tomorrow.
You think?
Yeah, it can happen when you're typically extended this much.
Wait. But Chris, what happened to markets don't bottom on Fridays? FinTwit always saying that.
Is there an actual study on that?
I don't know. It's just something people are always circulating around on Twitter.
I mean, I still think we go to November lows. I'm just looking for a first initial low here to start some daily consolidation.
Yep, 5 minutes until algo time.
I agree with that, Cyflos. A low tonight would be a low tonight and then undercut tomorrow morning to create a failed breakdown, and then a good size bounce into today's high. Let's see if that happens. No, today's high is a little bit too far up. Maybe undercut the lows tonight and then bounce right back to December lows, 870s.
Really kicking myself here for not flipping short once I got out of that long. Sucks.
Felix.
Is Leo gaming the full? Man, I wish I could.
Chad's going so fast. Slow down, guys.
Deli says I'm back in
Yeah.
first class.
Let's go. The people have spoken. I voted for you, by the way. He just doesn't even care.
You voted for me?
Yeah, because
Is that because
I'm real.
you don't want to face the competition of another bet?
No, hell no. We're doing a bet the next competition. And I expect Deli to sprinkle onto that bet.
Fire on fanning the flames of the fire. You want me to sit on Nick's lap?
Hey, yo.
Whoa. Brother.
Hey, talk dirty to me. That's all you, Leo.
Here we
All right.
are, midpoint of at the midpoint of the gap on ES.
No, are we?
Yep.
No, I see us just entering.
No, what time frame did you draw your gap on?
Well, it's just the RTH lows and then highs. So the low I have is 68.11.
No, but what time frame? Because depending on the different time frame on RTH, you could get a different.
Attention traders, it's algo time.
I mean, anything under daily is what you're talking about as far as
Okay, well,
different
I drew mine on a 30-minute RTH, and I mean, I'll show you if you're looking at my
yeah,
screen.
show me.
So the way I draw it, hold on, let me do RTH. I explained this earlier. The way I draw my gaps is I just do wick to wick. So we have December 17th high to December 18th low, and I just draw my rectangle there. And it does, for me, I don't change my gaps. Like, for example, on the 18th, we came into the gap. So some people could change it to this low, but I don't do that because then it messes up with the original true midpoint. So I keep it as is until we actually fill. So for me, when you do it on the 30-minute, you get 67.95 as the low of the gap, and then 68.20 as the top of the gap. And then the midpoint is 68.07. And I just keep it as is.
What's your high?
Hold
68
on,
what?
hold on, Salma.
What? Tell me. 68.20 is the high.
I don't agree with that. What do you
Let me
say,
see your
Joe?
chart.
It's just it has to be the low of the gap high. That's where the gap
Hold
is.
on, Salma. Is that a back adjusted chart?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm on. I don't know. Tell me. You guys don't see this when you go on yours?
Yeah, but that's not that. I can't agree with that. That's the high of the gap. Like that to me.
I
It's
mean,
that-
gaps are subjective though, because again, it depends. I know people who draw it from open to close. I know people who draw it from wick to wick. I know people who move it, like I said, once we start to fill, they'll move, like for example, they'll go from this high to now being 68.11 because we started to fill a little bit. So gaps are subjective. I don't think there's a right or wrong way in doing it. What do you have yours as?
I have the same low, 67.95, but the high I have 68.11.75 because that's
Wait,
the
I'm sorry,
true
say that
gap.
again.
67.95, which is the same as yours.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then the top is 68.11.75.
Yeah, I see where you got the 68.11.75, and that's because you moved your gap.
I didn't move it. That's where I placed it because that is the exact low of the gap.
What time frame are you on?
It doesn't matter the time frame. That's the low.
It does. It does matter though, because it just depends on, like for me, the way I draw it
Like
is
where look, let me ask you this.
Go
Where
ahead.
did price not trade at? In the gap, right? So that has to be the gap. Price did not trade in it. How can you have a gap if price traded into it and then say the gap high is above where price traded into?
Because Chris, I do it. Yeah,
before when that day on that initial day of the gap, did we have a gap at that open? Yes. Did we trade into it? Yes. But
yeah, so you moved
into
yours.
it.
So you moved yours. You moved your
Sure.
high. You moved your high at wherever we traded into. I don't move mine because moving it would mean that my midpoint. So look, I have mine as 4 p.m. Let me.
No, I see where you have it on the initial gap of that day.
Yeah, so I have it from 4 p.m. 4 p.m. the high of that candle to the low of the 9:30 a.m. candle, right? So when I draw this, I keep it as is. Why? Because now my midpoint is 68.07. But if I move it the way you moved yours to 68.11 as my high, now my midpoint is lower. Now my midpoint is 68.03. So I'm 4 points off. Make sense?
No,
I know people who
get
do.
it. You don't have to, prove to me. Like I know it. I know what you're looking at, but
It's just what always has worked for me. So that's why.
no, look, if it works for you, great. But
Yeah.
I was thinking from like a literal definition of it. Yeah, Leo, give us your final word. What is the gap high?
I don't
I'm
even
trying
think
to
he looks
pull-
at ES.
I don't look at it, yes, but now I'm fucking pulling up a chart. Y'all are getting all.
Wait, let me
Pull it
read this
up.
chat.
Y'all are getting all.
I mean, we don't need to get too technical with it though, because
Yeah, no,
again,
let's
like,
get technical.
nah, I mean, no, I disagree because it just depends on your time frame. It depends on the way you draw it. I know
Look,
people who do
I
exactly what
agree
Chris
on
does.
that.
no, but this is not like a subjective thing. It's just
Yeah.
it is either a gap or it's not a gap.
It is a gap. We've established that it's a gap. It just depends on how you draw your gap. Because Chris, like with your definition of we traded into the gap, right? So why haven't you moved your high of the gap to today's low? Because we
So-
traded into it.
In that
Go
day,
ahead.
we did trade into it. I completely agree with you. Yes.
Yes.
I don't know
But
how
move-
to
moving forward,
adjust
There was
in
a
trading
gap
view.
left.
Hold on, Leo. Wait. Hold on.
There was a gap
Sorry,
left
go.
from that low,
Mm-hmm.
and from that low and that 67.95 that we both drew.
Yeah.
So where did price not trade into? Well, 67.95 to 68.11. So therefore, that is a gap moving forward in time. And as we enter that now,
Sure. Yeah.
yeah. So to me,
No, so yeah. So I see how you look at it. For me, it's, I always wait for like the first 30 minutes to establish in that day. So when we opened up on that day, I wait for my first 30 minutes, draw my gap right then and there. And then once I draw it, then I see that, oh, okay, we traded into the gap. The way you do it, it makes it seem like that is the gap. We didn't trade into it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, look, again, I agree with you.
My mouse just died on me.
What did
No.
you come up with, Leo?
I don't know in trading view how to isolate just to RTH.
What do you mean you don't know?
the
There's
bottom right.
the little toggle, or actually it says ETH and you can just press on it. But I'm on the actual H contract. By
Yeah,
the way,
I get
Chris,
that. Where? The bottom right, where?
It says
Um,
ETH.
ATH.
I just say back adjust or set.
Oh, you don't have. No, wait, you got to go. Sorry, to a lower time frame. Under daily.
So like a 4 hour.
Yeah,
Wait, so I have
And
mine
then go
as
to
set.
RTH
yeah. Now go to RTH and go back.
and now go to a daily.
No. Stay on the lower time frame and then go to December 18th.
December 18th.
Yep.
That was when we rolled the contracts.
Sure, that was the gap.
So it's a contract gap. It's not actually a trading gap.
But it's a gap. I think that's what we're just.
Yeah, we're just talking about where the gap is, the high and the
I mean,
low.
it's essentially been filled though. It has been filled.
What? How?
Dude, what is going on? We
We
need.
can talk
Here,
about this
look.
another day.
What is happening?
Okay, well, I mean, this is the 4 hour chart on ES.
Wait, I need
Here's the
to-
gap right here, the day in question.
Go on the 30-minute, please, and then
Why
and then
the
go
30
to that.
minute?
Because that's where I drew mine, and that's where, that's
I
the
mean,
same level
you're just
that.
making me.
Because depending on the time frame, Leo, is how you see the gap. On the 4 hour could look smaller than what I have.
Well, it's either traded or not. I mean,
Yeah.
you should be able to just look at this on the daily.
Oh, the roll gap was on 12/16.
Well, it depends on how you roll your contract. So there's other things at play there. But if you go to December,
Yo, PLNA
Right here.
is so funny. He said, ask Nick, the champ must know.
yeah,
that was
I
funny.
just I don't know. I can send you a screenshot. I'm not.
Okay,
that
what
familiar
are
with
you trying to
TradingView.
say? What are you trying to say, Leo?
I don't know. I'm just looking at this.
Leo, what's the low
now.
of that gap that you have?
I don't know, just pull it up.
He gave up on TradingView.
TradingView. I don't really. I don't know. I don't think it's reliable.
In what sense?
All
All right, we have a
senses.
minute left here, guys. We can move past it. Not much has happened since we started going into this gap. Into this conspiracy theory on
Gap
gaps.
conspiracy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna just keep trading the way I've been trading. It's been working for me.
Please do.
Well, we're not saying no, but Salma, we're not saying that you're
No,
trading
it's not
it
even just you
wrong.
guys though. It's not even just you guys. It's like the chat is like, oh, the time frames don't matter. They do, because depending on the time frame you go on is how big the gap looks. You know, on different time frames we start to fill and it looks different. So it definitely does matter.
Let's see how the gap looks tomorrow after Amazon earnings.
Okay. No, I mean, yeah. Let's go. All right. There's no gym today.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. We are closing the session. Who's going to close us out? Give us your
You,
parting
Leo.
words. No, Chris.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us once again on this afternoon session, making me feel welcomed with Leo and Salma. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. And like Jim says, be nice to each other and take care. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
And don't
See you,
forget,
chat.
time frames matter. Bye.
Take care, guys.